Oh my god, dude, how are we gonna get around this deck? But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the new archetype, boys, Enneacraft. This one should be fun. This one should be fun. I've been told it's gonna work really well with like YuGiOh and shit. We've got ourselves Enneacraft A, so Alpha, Enneacraft Alpha/orgIA, which the art looks like this, kind of like the pyramids, one of them flipped over top of the other one. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the magic seal on top. I think this render of the artwork is a little low quality, if I'm being honest. So there's not much I can say about like how good the art looks, because it kind of looks cheap to me. But what's the effect? What's the effect? This is a level 1 Earth Machine Pendulum Flip Effect monster. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a mouthful. 100 attack, 1000 defense, pendulum scale of 0. First pendulum effect, you can only use the second pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. 1, each time a monster is place one Sinquisition counter on this card. Sinquisition counter? Is that like a like Inquisition? There's no way that's making it through to the TCG. They gotta change that counter name. You can pay 900 life points, reveal 3 Enneacraft cards from your deck, and your opponent randomly picks 1 for you to add to your hand. Also shuffle your deck back into... Okay, sweet. Monster effect. 1, you can reveal this card in your hand, special summon 1 monster from your hand face down, defense position. You cannot special summon them the turn you activate this effect, except for face down defense monsters. That's weird. That's a weird way to play. I mean, I like it because it's going to cause the flip effects to actually go off. But it is a weird way to play. Makes sense though. And 3, if this card is flipped up, destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. Okay, so this reminds me a lot of the Killer Toon. Yeah, all of these have pretty much the same effect except for this last effect here. Enneacraft Beta alazoneIA. I don't fucking know what that says. That's pretty cool. So it's almost as if that same pyramid that we saw earlier is like morphing. You guys see that? It's getting like slimmer. These things floating around it are starting to hover more towards it and elongate. Look like an evolution process. I like this. This is a level 1 Earth Machine Pendulum Flip Effect monster. Jesus fucking Christ. 100 attack, 1000 defense, 0 pendulum scale. This is the same exact effect all the way through here as what the last one is, I believe. Let me go ahead and check up. Yeah, this is the same exact effect as all of the other, as the last card. So we'll just go ahead and read this last one. If this card is flipped face up, banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand face up until the end phase. Okay. So it's not face down. It's not going to be good against Malice, but it is a banishment. I'll take it. I'll take it. Up next, we have Enneacraft ToriRiA, which looks basically just like the first card art, just from a different angle. Yeah, it looks pretty much like the first card art, just from a different angle. It looks like it's maybe leveling up a little bit. It looks like there's insects on the inside of the stones. I don't know if you guys can't see my mouse, but the little stones hovering around it look like they have like bodies or insects on the inside of them. Looks pretty cool. See here, Enneacraft ToriRiA. This is a level 1 Earth Machine Pendulum Flip Effect monster. 100 attack, 1000 defense. All of these have been pretty much the same fucking card, except for this final effect here. Yep, so this is the same thing, 0 scale, pay 900, reveal 3. If this card is flipped face up, negate 1 of the effect. Okay, so here's our negation, sweet. Negate one effect of face up your opponent controls, basically. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. So this is Enneacraft oknirIA, which is a level 1 Earth Machine Pendulum Flip Effect monster. This is a cooler pyramid. I don't even know if I want to call it a pyramid. It's more like a gem shape. This is a cooler gem. I like this a lot. It appears to be changing colors, green, still got that sigil above it. So there's something magical going on as well as technological. I do like the archetype's art and design. I think these cards are a bad render. I'm hoping they are, because if we could get a little bit more high quality on this, that would be fucking perfect. 100 attack, 1000 defense, pendulum scale of 0. All of this is the same as the last cards. If this card is flipped face up, shuffle 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard or banishment into their deck. Interesting. I do like how you're able to just set a card face down off of their initial effect and then fucking flip. Just flip whenever. If you got put your entire board full of face downs and you just get fucked no matter what. All right, so we've here got Enneacraft Aizaβ.LEON. B.LEON. Okay. The art is of a lion. In fact, it kind of looks like this has transformed into this. Yeah, no, it's got the same things around it, the same color. Okay, so they're Transformers. They are big ass Transformers, and I'm down for it. I am down for it. This is a level 9 Light Machine Pendulum Flip Effect monster. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. This is the first one that has had truly a difference in attack or defense, if I'm being honest. 0 pendulum scale, so that's the same. Each time a monster is flipped up, add a Sinquisition counter. Battle phase, Enneacraft monster pendulum zone. You can target one monster opponent controls with lower attack than this card and destroy it. That is nice. Okay. You can reveal this card from your hand, special summon one monster from your hand in a face down defense position. You cannot special summon this turn. You activate this effect except in face down defense position. Interesting. Thank you so much for VAD for the follow, buddy. I do appreciate you, bud. 2, when your opponent activates a card effect in response to the activation of your card or effect, quick effect, you can change this set card to face up defense position, return 3 cards on the field to the hand. Okay. And that doesn't signify my field or his field, so that's anybody's field, which means that's a 3-card gonzo. That is insane. It is a level 9, so actually placing it down is going to be difficult because you're going to have to either tribute or get it out with a special summon. Each time a card is added to your opponent's hand via their card effect while you control this monster, flip face up, inflict 900 damage. Okay, so it's also a burn. I'll take a burn. It's kind of like a floodgate burn. 3,000 attack, 900 per card added. That's going to be like a pretty much GG's EG after Max C BB. Okay, what do we have next? We have Astaγ.PIXIEA, Enneacraft Astaγ.PIXIEA. This is probably the coolest card art we've seen so far from this archetype. You guys remember, was it Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, when, I'm not sure what his name was, I think it was Soundwave, was controlling that giant snake thing, and it was going around and destroying fucking, like, buildings and shit? This reminds me of that snake thing, and I have a liking to it. So this is a level 9 light, Jesus Christ, all of these are so fucking long. A level 9 Light Machine Pendulum Flip Effect monster. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense, so we're sitting at about the same as the last one. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. 0 pendulum scale. All of these have a 0 pendulum scale. I'm assuming the effect of one of these cards is going to be to take off these Sinquisition counters that we keep adding. Or at least I'd hope, because we just keep gaining these Sinquisition counters, and I haven't seen a single way to fucking spend them yet. So this is A1. Each time a monster is flip face up, place 1 Sinquisition counter on this card. At the beginning of the battle phase, you can have an Enneacraft card. So this is pretty much the same as the beginning cards, except for the actual monster effect. When you reveal this card in your hand, special summon 1 monster from your hand face down, defense position. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this effect for defense monsters. Yeah, that makes sense. When your opponent activates this card or effects that targets this card you control, quick effect, you can change the set card to a face-up defense position, negate that effect, and then you can banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand face down. That's pretty good. 3, your opponent cannot target cards on the field in the graveyard with card effects while you control a monster flipped face up. Okay, so you're gonna try to maybe boost up one of these guys over here, either one of your 3,000s, and then have them flip face up. Presumably this one, because this effect's already enact, and then none of your Enneacrafts that are face down can be affected by card effects, such as a Regeki. Oh, we skipped over something. We have ourselves a Atorijourd.MAR, or Atorijourd.MAR? These are going to be horrible to say out loud. I can't wait to see what the actual English names are going to be. This is a level 9 Light Machine Pendulum Flip Effect monster. Let's go ahead and take a look at the art. Atori looks cool. Atori, maybe not the coolest art we've seen, because we did see this one. I do like this art, but Atori looks really nice. It's like a ship of some kind. It's a whale. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Do you guys see it? It's like a beluga whale. Or that's not beluga. What are the big wide-mouthed whales? It's like that. It's like a whale lord from Pokemon. That's cool. I like that. It is a level 9 Light Machine Pendulum Flip Effect monster. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. Each time a monster is flip face up, place 1 Sinquisition counter on this card, of course. At the end of the battle phase, if you have an Enneacraft card in your other pendulum zone, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls with a lower attack than this card and destroy it. That's nice. I think we've seen another card in this archetype with that same exact effect. Monster effects. 1, you can reveal this card in your hand, special summon 1 monster from your hand face down, defense position. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this effect, except for face down defense position cards. When your opponent activates a card or effect on the field during your turn, quick effect, you can change the set card to defense, face-up defense position, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If this card is flip face-up, change all monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense position. Their battle positions cannot be changed. Do we have anything with piercing damage? I don't think I've seen anything with piercing damage yet. I feel like that would be kind of necessary if this card wanted to actually get its play off properly. All right, what do we have next? We have Archon. This is a scorpion? Yeah, that's a scorpion, okay. These are just reminding me of fucking Transformers so bad, dude. I know we haven't seen one in like a Mecha Man form yet, but This reminds me of the transformer that thing that they put down Sam Witwicky's throat. This is a level 9 light machine pendulum flip effect monster, 3000 attack, 2500 defense, pendulum scale of 0, pendulum effects 1. Each time a monster or monsters flipped face up, place 1 Sinquisition card on this counter on this card. Still have nothing to use the Sinquisition counters for. I wonder where this is really gonna pull into play. If we're going off of like 1 or 2 cards for these Sinquisition counters, they're pretty much non-useful because you've got to really pull into those 2 cards. At the end of the battle phase, if you have an Enneacraft card in the other pendulum zone, you can target 1 monster opponent controls with lower attack than this card and destroy it. That's nice. That is nice. Anything below 3000, fucking gone, dude. I like it. I like it a lot. There's a lot of other things that have that same exact effect, so we're going to be doing a lot of popping. You can reveal this card in your hand, special summon 1 monster from your hand in face down defense position. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this effect, except for face down defense position. Your opponent activates this card or card effect that would destroy this card, quick effect. You can change the set card to face up defense position. Monster and Enneacraft spells you control cannot be destroyed by card effects for the rest of this turn. That is nice. That is just a 1-turn savior. I like that a lot. You can reflip it. Hopefully with another card later on down the road. I haven't seen anything that allows us to reflip down. Interesting. Each time a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard while you control this monster, inflict 900. Yeah, okay, that's insane. That's nice too. So this is gonna be a burn damage deck for sure. I'm thinking of this as more strategic Mimigule at the moment, if I'm being honest. All right, so we've moved on finally. We're getting to the spell cards here, boys and girls. This is a nice looking art. This is a very nice looking art. Futuristic City, something that we're very, very common and friendly with in the Yu-Gi-Oh series. I mean, there's cards of these everywhere. It's kind of basic. We've seen cards like this before. Let's go ahead and see what so this is Enneapolis, the Sinquisition City. This card's always treated as an Enneacraft card. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. And there are 3 effects, that's nice. You can target any number of Enneacraft pendulum monsters you control, return them to your hand, which will allow you to then set 1 down face down, which is nice. If an Enneacraft pendulum monster you control is flipped face up during your main phase, you can return to the hand or place it in your pendulum zone, 1 of them. Okay, that's not bad. I could see how that could be helpful because of the pendulum effects. And all of them have fucking ridiculous ass pendulum effects. Once per turn during your end phase, remove all Sinquisition count. Oh, yes, sir, let's go. Sinquisition counters, finally. I've been wondering what these fucking things are for so long. I'm like, dude, where are these coming in play? Once per turn during the end phase, remove all Sinquisition counters from cards you control. So that's all of them? All the cards you control, remove all of the Sinquisition counters. That's wild. And if you do inflict 900 damage to your opponent for each, that is... Yeah, no, so that's FTK. That's FTK. All right, what's the next card? What's the next card? We only got 1 more in the set, so let's go ahead and check it out. This looks cool. This looks like a Millennium item. This reminds me of like the ring. You know what I mean? One of the, just one of the pieces of the ring. I'm not gonna lie. These look like magic spaceships. This is called Enneacraft Release. It's a normal spell. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. Place 1 Enneacraft pendulum monster from your deck in your pendulum zone. 2, if this card is in your graveyard, oh, so it's got a graveyard effect, nice. Except the turn that it was sent there, you can banish it and add 1 Enneacraft monster from your extra deck. Okay, so this is just continuation draw. This isn't bad. This is gonna be used in the main combo for sure, just for an extra draw. But hell yeah, dude. I wonder if this is searchable. That was a bit of a session. I'm not sure how I feel about Enneacraft. That is going to be a wild, I'm just, at the end there, just seeing the field spell, that changes the entire deck. Even if you don't FTK, you can consistently burn for like 6k, then you have the monsters who make your opponent take like 900 damage from doing things. Exactly. So even if you don't FTK, it's almost always guaranteed to be a 2-turn kill. It is a wild archetype. How are we going to defeat it? I guess we just Baguska? But then they've still got pendulum effects. Oh my god, dude, how are we gonna get around this deck?